unique take on a Jamaican favorite dish. I wanted to do some jerk pork, but at the same time, I wanted to do it in a different way. So this is what we're gonna do today. We're gonna do jerk pork meatballs. Yes, jerk pork meatballs. As you can see, I have some ground pork here, and I have 2 containers of ground pork, maybe a pound each, I think. Yeah, just about a pound each. And we're gonna be adding jerk seasoning to this. As you can see, I have my JCS jerk seasoning, very hot and spicy. No, I don't reinvent the wheel. I don't make no sense. I go make jerk seasoning from scratch when there are good quality jerk seasoning on the market. Normally, I would have my Grace, my Walker's with jerk seasoning, but I can't find them right now. Jerk seasoning really consists of pepper, let me see if I can shoot this part they're gonna see. It have escallion, pepper, salt, garlic, onion, pimento, black pepper, vinegar, thyme, cinnamon, nutmeg, and clove. And it have browning. Yeah, regular jerk seasoning. You can make your own jerk seasoning, alright? But I'm using that in the interest of time. I have some garlic paste. I have some Worcestershire sauce, Publix brand. I have some panko bread crumbs that I'm going to be using as a binding agent. And I have an egg. Over here, I have some cilantro, 1 piece of scallion, a little bit of ginger. I have an onion or a piece of an onion. And we're going to just chop up all of everything, add it to the pork, and then, make it into meatball. So here we have the onion, scallion, ginger, and the cilantro all cut up. And pretty much what I'm trying to do here is just get it as fine as possible. Whatever means by which you can blend yours, you can use it and blend it. To whatever means that you can work with. But as for me, this is my means of blending it. So you pretty much just want to get these ingredients as finely chopped as possible. Alright. Here I have my pork, my minced pork, and I'm just gonna add my seasoning in it at this time. Adding all my seasoning in it at this time. I'm gonna add my garlic. And as you can see, as I told you, I'm using the garlic paste, which will, you can buy it down on scallion or whatever, and it won't bother you that much. But if you chomp down on a big piece of garlic, trust me, kill the whole flavor of the food in your mouth. So there I go, starting with all of my wet ingredients, I should say. Now, pork is one of those meat that you don't have to worry, because it's a nice distribution of the fat and the lean when you're doing the mince, And you can also take your piece of pork loin or pork shoulder or whatever part of the pork you like to your butcher or your local supermarket, to the meat section and make them mince your meat for you if you don't want to just pick up the mince meat that is already there. Nicely distributed. Now I'm gonna add a little bit of Worcestershire sauce or Worcestershire sauce, whatever them say, And that's a good meat sauce. I'm gonna add a little bit of garden seasoning. Now I don't want a lot. This is some garden seasoning, and I usually mix my seasoning, so it's not one thing in it. I buy different seasoning from different places and I mix them together based on the composition. Some is herbs, some is is different spices and stuff. Like this is a mixture, you know, a blend. And I add them because I know what flavors they carry. So I'm just adding a little bit. I want the meatballs to be nice. Yeah. And this is a little bit of Mrs. Dash. Right? Here we go again. And as you can see, I'm incorporating everything, you know. Now with this meatball, pretty much you don't even use an egg. You know, you just want to get the meatball to a place where it binds nicely together. You know, but my mama used egg when she made meatball back in the day, so I'm gonna use an egg. Hey, that's how the thing said. We have to use an egg. There is the egg and a little bit of my panko breadcrumbs, my Japanese breadcrumbs. And the breadcrumbs is just, again, to add to the binding, but without overdoing it, you know. At this stage, I'm gonna also add my jerk seasoning. Now, you don't want to put too much of the jerk seasoning, especially from this level, because it's a hot and spicy jerk seasoning, you know. So you have to really gauge it, because the wife don't really like the excess pepper, you know. So I'm just putting a little bit, relatively speaking. Now, because when it is done, I'm gonna have a jerk sauce to go with it, or I'm gonna try to do a jerk sauce to go with it. I don't think I need to overdo it with the jerk seasoning. You add the jerk seasoning to your taste. Alright? So I'm adding the browning. And again, just for color, just to mimic that seasoning, you know, when you when you use jerk seasoning, you add a little browning in it, and it give your meat a nice color. Browning is a Jamaican thing. I don't know if other cultures use it, but it's like a caramel colored spice or sauce. It not really add a lot of flavor. It add more color. As you can see, the color coming in nicely. And I'm again very unorthodox, ladies and gentlemen. So, you know, I'm gonna add a little bit of paprika, and the paprika again is just for that little oomph. And I'm adding some of my this is a coloring thing, and it gives a little orangey color. But when it cooks in and blends in, it's very, very good. It's not curry. No, it don't look curry. It's more like a egg powder type of thing. And there you have it. My meatball, my jerk meatball. Here you see, ladies and gentlemen, I am making the meatballs now, and let me just show you what I do. Let me show you real quick what I do. You take a lump of meat in your hand, and you just pretty much shape it into the ball that you want, the balls that you want. Now watch this, ladies and gentlemen. This is what you would call, normally you would call gourmet, because it's not commercially made. So there's no structure to it. There's no hard and fast. There's no winning or losing. There's no right and wrong. However you want it to look, that's how it's gonna look. That's your shape. You make it, it's proprietary. Alright? So these are the meatballs now, and as you can see, I make enough. For me, I'm a look of family. If you came at the door as a guest, you could get some meatball too. I want to use this opportunity to big up all those persons who subscribe to Yardie Belly on YouTube. You know, I appreciate each and every one and the comments. I really and truly appreciate the comments. You know, some of the comments are negative, but we not make negativity hold we down. You know, I'm doing this as practical as possible. That way, people can learn. You know, and feel like it's too imposing with recipe and all of that and stuff like that. I mean, nothing wrong with recipe, but I do my thing like this from scratch. So bear with me. All right. So pretty much what I'm gonna do now is just put these to the put these in the oven, and I'm setting them on broil first so that they can get colors. The color can come up. It can sort of burn a little bit, not burn, but get brown before it bake, and then after about a couple of minutes on broil, I'm gonna put it to bake. We get a nice amount of them, right, Josh?
Yeah.
Get a good amount of meatball out of it. 2, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 meatball. So 3 for you.
5.
No.
Yes, 5 for you, 5 for mom, and 5 for dad.
No, no, sir.
Yeah.
3 for you, 3 for your mother, and 9 for me.
What? Ha. No.
Like I did. Here are my jerk pork meatballs under the broiler, and as you can see, the color is nice. They are, getting hard. The cooking process has begun. Now I can turn them from the broiler and let the oven do its job. But I'm gonna leave it just a little bit longer under the broiler for it to, just catch some more color, and then we're good to go. Now I'm gonna start to make up a sauce, and you see what I write also? Some Bud Light. All right. So I'm gonna add this first and foremost to my meatball, and then I'm just gonna wing it. All right, this is what you call winging it. Adding some ketchup, and this is my take on a jerk sauce / barbecue sauce. I'm gonna add some orange marmalade. Don't judge me, folks. Don't judge me. This is my take, as I said, and a nice sauce, because I have this for dinner. Marmalade tastes good. Then I have some chili teriyaki, just for a little Asian flavor. Right, just for a little Asian flavor. And as you can see, my sauces are usually a composite of whatever is available. I'm gonna add a little bit more of my jerk sauce, my jerk seasoning, again to keep that kick going. And pretty much my sauce is done. Let's just put this back in the oven, as I said, and it's gonna just remain until the sauce reduces a little bit and to a more gravy consistency, and it will keep the meatballs moist, so they don't dry out. As a matter of fact, we have foil paper. See, I'm gonna cover this with some foil, make it just steam. Yeah. So I'm gonna cover it with some foil paper and make it steam. Yes, so here we have it, folks, our jerk pork meatballs, and I'm telling you, the house smells nice, the plate look nice, and the wifey can't wait to dig into this one. Because we're doing it for dinner, we serve it with some rice, and some little vegetables, avocado and cucumber and stuff. But the real star of the show is the jerk pork meatballs. Spicy, Nice. Loving it. Where's about I want to see? How do I want to look?
It looked very intelligent.
It look very intelligent. How this look, Joshua? It look good?
Yeah, I look good.
Can't wait to dig in, right?
Yes.
Yes. We didn't crave himself. Once again, folks, get creative at home and try this one in your neck of the woods. Jerk pork meatballs from Yardie Belly in a foreign member.